Welcome to Lesson 3, Topic B, Using Elementor, Widgets and Tips. Welcome back everyone. Today we are finally going to play with our page builder Elementor Pro. So let's get right into it. In order to access the page builder, head over to your sidebar and click Pages. Now, let's click on the home page that we made in Lesson 2. This page here is actually the page builder that WordPress gives you. It's okay but very limited on features and not as user-friendly as Elementor Pro. To access Elementor Page Builder for this specific page, click on the Edit with Elementor button here. Now, we have entered Elementor Page Builder. We are not going to build our home page immediately. First, we need to learn a bit of the basics of the layout and different functions within Elementor Pro. On our right, we can see a preview of how our website will look, and you can visually see change as you edit. On the left, we have our sidebar. To exit Elementor, you can click this hamburger menu here, and click Exit to Dashboard. At the bottom here, you can see a gear icon. This is your page settings. One question I always get is, how do I remove the page title? You can do so here. When in your page settings, simply tick right here to enable the Hide Title feature. Here, we have a shortcut to the navigation. This just allows you to select pieces of your website very easily. I will bring this up again when we have more content on the page with all the customization settings and widgets. Here we have our history. This shows different edits you have made and allows you to revert back to that point. This can be very useful. Beside that, we have responsive mode, which allows you to preview your page on different devices, such as tablets and mobile devices. Beside that, we have preview mode, which will open up a new browser and show you exactly what your web page will look like. Lastly, we have the Update and Save button. Always make sure you save your work often. Now, let's start getting familiar with how Elementor works. You do not have to follow along if you do not want to. You can watch for now, as this will not be the same layout that we use for our design. First, we set up our structure. You can have one big block, 2, 3 or more columns. Using columns positions the widgets for a nice clean feel. I'm going to select 2 columns. You can see now that 2 blocks have been created for you to insert widgets into. Now, the main element in Elementor is the Widget Section. These widgets are the components of the different blocks you have on your website. To go back to the widgets, I just click here. As you can see, if I want a heading, I simply grab the widget and drag it into the block. Simple, right? I'm going to add a few more widgets now, a text editor, a button and an image. Alright, now that we have a couple blocks with widgets, it's time to edit the widgets to our liking. To edit the heading, just click on it and use the field in the sidebar to change the text. You can change the alignment here. To change how the text looks, click the tab here called Style. You can change the color by clicking here. Once you find a color you like that matches your business, you can save the exact same color for later use by clicking the plus sign, then name it, then click Create. To change the font further, click the pencil icon here. Here, you can change the font. You can also change the font size here, as well as other settings that are self-explanatory. If you want to add a text shadow, you can, by clicking here. Now, changing text is similar to how we changed the heading text earlier. If you don't like the position of the widgets, you can change them by clicking on the corner of the block here and changing the vertical alignment. To edit the button, click on it. You can change the text, and provide a link for the button to direct to a new page. You can change the color from the Style tab. If you find widgets are too close together, you can space it out with the spacer widget. To change all the blocks within a section, you can click here to get to the section settings. You can change from box to full width and make other adjustments here. You can also change the background color from the Style tab. Now, to change the image, click on it to bring up the widget settings. Click here to bring up the Upload Image pop-up. You can simply upload one of your files, and click Insert Media. To adjust the size, go to Style tab Settings, and change the max width. Now, the last thing I want to show you here, is in the Advanced Settings, so I'm just going to choose to add another 2-column section. Then, I will add and upload a video quick. Choose Self-Hosted to use one of your own video files. Now that the video is added, click on the Advanced Setting tab for the video. You will see 2 settings here, margins and padding. These are not always needed to be adjusted, but having the knowledge may help you customize your website further. By adjusting the padding, it provides a white padding from the video to the edge of the column. You can unlink the 4 directions by clicking this icon. By adjusting the margin, you can basically overlap one block into other blocks, like so. This can be done with any widget. To easily access a particular component of your page, you can use the navigator as mentioned earlier. To delete widgets and blocks, just simply right-click and delete. You can also delete a whole section by clicking this X. Now, don't worry about how the page looks that we were experimenting with, just delete the sections if you followed along with this section. Because this is the kind of home page we will be building in Topic D. That is all for Lesson 3, Topic B. See you in the next topic where you will really see how simple it is to build a website with some help from Elementor Pro templates.